Greetings, YouTube. Apparently in Texas, educating students isn't the job of independent school districts. It appears to be enforcing social norms. A student, a 12-year-old student, has been isolated from his fellow classmates. The reason that this student has been isolated in internal suspension? Because his hair is too long. Now, before you think that maybe I am a time traveler from 1970, no, the year is actually 2010. Yes, in the 21st century, a student has been isolated from his classmates because his hair is considered to be too long. This is absurd. Now, there are no rules against female students having their hair as long as they desire, so I can't quite fathom why they would have a different set of standards for boys. The school's justification is they saying they're doing this for his own good. A horrible, horrible excuse used by people throughout history. They're afraid, apparently, that he may be bullied. But guess what? It isn't the students that have ostracized this student to internal suspension. It is the school system that has ostracized this student into internal suspension. The damage has been done. This kid could shave his head tomorrow, and forever he's going to be known as the kid with long hair that got set into internal suspension for having long hair. How about we throw away outmoded, pointless dress codes and just let people appear as they want to? He's covering his body the way he should be. He's clean. He's a good student, an athlete. He dreams of someday being a professional soccer player and playing for Brazil. Maybe a bit of a big dream, but you know, what the heck. Everybody's got to have a dream. But no. He gets isolated in internal suspension for as long as his hair is considered too long. Only a state as big as Texas could come up with something this dumb, because that's a really big heaping of dumb. The justification is just absurd. And the principal actually says in the interview, he says, well, there's a reason we call them independent school districts. Like it's a justification somehow that you're independent from the rest of the state in some way. But I don't quite grasp that, because I'm sure that you're still getting federal funding. But yet you're still deciding that this student can wear his hair a certain way and that student can't. And it's based on gender, which I thought meant you would not be eligible for federal funding if you had different standards based on gender. So I want to know, what would happen if one of the girls came into school tomorrow with her head shaved? Would she be put into eternal suspension? But at least he'd have someone to talk to then. Why are we supporting these archaic kinds of standards? Well, what good does it do? There is no reason to say that this student should and that student shouldn't wear their hair the way the heck they want. It isn't affecting anyone except the school system, apparently. Because I can guarantee you that the kids in the school don't give a crap. It's almost always the authoritarian figures that care. It's endlessly amazing to me that these kind of things happen again and again and again. I mean, I talked about it in a skirt video not that long ago, where a boy wearing a skirt to school got into trouble. And I still can't figure out why. If girls can wear skirts, then boys should be able to wear skirts. If girls can have long hair, then boys should be able to have long hair. People are people. Their outward appearance is a whole lot less important than the fact that they are people, living the lives they want to live that makes them happy. He's not hurting anybody. He's not asking anyone to join him. He's not espousing the virtues of wearing his hair long. He just wants to be left alone to wear his hair the way he feels like it. His father thinks it's okay. So if his parents are alright with it, why should the school care? Why are they enforcing archaic, outmoded mores? Things that have no bearing on the educational process, which is why he is in school. to be educated, to learn, to discover things. Well, so far, the only thing he's discovered is that the school system is intolerant, that they're upholding things that make no sense, and that their solution to the student who decides to wear his hair the way he wants to is to throw him into a room and put him into internal suspension. I guess that's a lesson in some way.